Hello everyone and welcome to iBasiac. Well, today I'm going to do an unboxing and demonstration of this Numatic Henry Spraymop. So it's not a vacuum cleaner today, but it does come under the genre of floor care, so it still deserves a place on my channel. And this is of course by the famous Numatic company, made in Britain, but this is for cleaning your hard floors. Bit of a boring box this one came in. You can also buy this in the Hetty version, which is basically the same but in pink, but both the mops will function exactly the same. So let's just open up and see what we've got inside. Okay. Well, first thing out of the box is the upper handle. It's got a plastic grip on one end. There's a little hole there which I assume you can use for hanging the spray mop on a hook. And then there's this red piece here, not sure what that is at the moment. Here is the lower part of the handle, and there is Henry's smiley face forming the lower handle. I don't know what that does, but anyway, we'll soon find out when I get everything assembled. Another part of a handle, I think this is the pump part. Now this is actually, yes, this is plastic. Seems quite tough though. And I believe this area here is where you use your foot to dispense the cleaning solution. And speaking of cleaning solution, here is the bottle where we can put our hard floor cleaner into. Next thing out is the main floor head. It's pretty wide, so it should cover a larger area in less time. Don't forget, Numatic are a commercial cleaning company. They make many different vacuum cleaners and floor cleaners, all sorts of things, mopping systems for use in commercial environments. So if it's tough enough for uses in offices and shops, etc., it'll certainly be tough enough for the average home. So anyway, that's the main bit where we put the microfiber pad onto, and it's obviously very flexible and it should swivel in all sorts of directions so we can clean in those awkward nooks and crannies. Here is, or is it just one? I think it's just one, sadly. I'll just open this. This seems to be only one microfiber cloth you get supplied. Obviously you can buy more, and I would recommend buying more, at least one more, because then when one is dirty and ready to be washed, you've got another one clean. But it does seem, yes, you only get one, but feels pretty good. I'm assuming it's machine washable. It says Numatic International on it. And wow, it is machine washable. You can even tumble dry it, I believe, on a lower heat. But you can machine wash this up to a 75-degree wash. Now I don't know of any washing machine that has a 75-degree program. It's either 60 or 90 or possibly 95. So you could certainly safely wash this on a 60 wash. Maybe when you're washing your tea towels you could throw that in with those. But as I say, you can buy replacements, and I would get a spare if I were you. So that's everything, apart from the little instruction book, Henry Spraymop, and there is a rather happy young woman there dancing away using her Henry Spraymop with no cares in the world, bless her. She's obviously very happy that she's got this. So we need to assemble it, and well, we do actually need a screwdriver, but fortunately I do have one to hand. Now if we need a screwdriver, there's the screw, so I think that's the only screw that we need to actually tighten this Phillips type screw. So let's get the Numatic Spraymop assembled. The first part of assembly requires you to insert the lower handle into the cleaning head, which I've done. It was rather difficult to do, but I found just by putting the floor mop like this and pressing down, it eventually went in. Now we have a screw hole, and we need to put in the posi drive screw. We'll tighten it by hand at first until we can't tighten it anymore, and then we'll just complete the job using a posi drive or Phillips type screwdriver. Let's turn it that way, it's a bit easier. So that's the only part of assembly that requires you to use a screwdriver. The next part of assembly requires us to put this black piece over the lower handle, so we just push that on, ensuring that this red arrow is pointing to the front. Then all we need to do is to screw the upper handle into the lower handle. So we'll just insert it into the black end here, and we need to turn it and screw it into position. Don't over tighten it. There we go, that's assembly fully completed. Well, I'm in my kitchen now, ready to give my kitchen floor a good clean using the Numatic Henry Spraymop Professional. But before I can actually wash the floor with this, I do need to make sure it's free from any loose dust and debris. I could sweep it, of course, but as I have little Henry here, eager to do some work, I'm going to use Henry first to vacuum the floor, and then I'm going to use Henry Spraymop to wash it. Well, Henry has made a good job of removing all the surface dirt from this floor. Let's see if the Henry Spraymop can do a good job of actually cleaning it. So the first thing I need to do, thank you Henry by the way, thanks very much. First thing I need to do is take Henry out of the way, and then I need to fill this solution bottle with some hard floor cleaner. The first thing you need to do before using the Numatic spray mop is to wet the microfiber pad, wring out the excess water, and then fit it to the bottom of the mop. This is the water bottle. I've filled this with warm water and some of my favourite floor cleaning solution. You can use water alone. Numatic claim that it will clean just as effectively with water, but a lot of people when they're cleaning like to add a bit of fragrance or some disinfectant. So that's why I've put a little bit of diluted floor cleaner into the bottle. Then once it's filled and you've got the little pump back on, just need to locate it at the bottom and push until it clicks. Despite it being called a spray mop, the solution doesn't actually come out in a spray. Now, to release the solution, you've got two options. You can either use your hand or use your foot on either side of this black pedal. So if I show you with my foot initially, when I press on the black piece, it squirts out the solution at the back. I can also use my hand. If I hold the black handle up higher, there's a little red arrow, and I can use my hand and pump it that way. Now, as you can see, it's not designed to spray evenly over the area. All this does is to keep the microfiber mop moistened as you're cleaning. So you don't need to be doing this all the time. Just every once in a while, when you think that the floor isn't getting wet enough, you can just apply some more solution. Okay then, let's get cleaning. As you can see, it's got a very, very wide path, so it might be a bit big for some homes. This comes from a commercial background, of course, where large areas need to be cleaned, so it's basically the same mop as Numatic apply to commercial cleaners. It's looking like it's a bit too dry, so again I can apply some more solution to the floor to keep the microfiber pad moistened. Now I'm just going back and forth. It's not using as much water as you'd use with a traditional mop and bucket, so I expect the floor will dry much quicker. And of course, being very, very wide, I'm getting through the cleaning much quicker than I would normally. Add a bit more solution to the floor. And as you can see, you can go in any direction. If you've got a tight space, you can angle the head this way, and it swivels all the way around in order for you to get into those nooks and crannies in between your appliances, anywhere where there's a smaller space to clean, it's very easy, just go like that and clean in that direction. It doesn't matter, it still cleans the same. So that's the job nearly done. It's very, very quick to use and very manoeuvrable, as you can see. It just goes, you can go a complete circle if I want to, just by turning the handle. This floor didn't appear very dirty, so I'm not expecting great results. I'm not expecting the microfiber pad to be black. But hopefully there will be some visible dirt on the pad. My floor does look cleaner, but it's still wet. It won't take too long to dry, it's not saturated. So I think that's job done. Very quick and very easy to use, and all you need is this. You don't need a separate bucket for your solution. Obviously it only takes a very small amount of liquid to wash a floor, and it appears to have done a very good job. While I'm waiting for the floor to dry, let's have a look at the underside of the microfiber pad. Well, it doesn't look very dirty, but it is quite dirty considering this floor didn't appear to be particularly dirty. You can see that this is quite much a darker colour. This is a part on the edge here, look. You can see the original white of the microfiber. There's a definite difference between the part that hasn't touched the floor to the part that has. So this was on my floor, it's now caught in the microfiber pad, and I can pop that in the washing machine so it's fresh for next time. Well, I'm pretty pleased with the results I got from the Henry Spraymop. Very easy to use, very quick to use, and the floor didn't take very long to dry at all. Well, Henry, what do you think of the Henry Professional Spray Mop?
Oh, I think it's right good. I think everyone should have one.
Thank you, Henry. Well, a shining endorsement from Henry the vacuum cleaner. And from me, I think it's a good little device to have to keep your floors clean. If you're fed up with storing a mop and bucket, all you need basically is this, because the little solution bottle on the back of the spray mop does away with the need to have a bucket. It uses far less water and cleaning solution. The floor dries fairly quickly, and of course the microfiber pads are washable. So if you've got a Henry all lonely in your cupboard, why not get a Henry spray mop to keep him company? And if you've got a Hetty all alone in your cupboard, you can actually buy a Hetty version in, of course, a matching pink to match your Hetty vacuum cleaner. One thing I will say is, if you can get hold of them, buy at least one spare microfiber pad. So when one's in the wash, you've got a fresh one all ready to clean your floors. Or if you want to keep a separate one for your bathroom and a separate one for your kitchen, it's always a good idea to have more than one. So I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing and review of the Numatic Henry Spraymop Professional. A lot more floor care reviews and unboxings on my channel, so please subscribe and you'll be updated every time I upload a new video. So until the next time, from Henry the Vacuum and Henry the Spraymop, it's goodbye.